Hello everyone out there in Mr. Arnold's CHC2D Summer eLearning History course. I just want to say thanks for all your feedback and patience getting this course up and running. And because of that feedback, I have discovered that a few people have some questions about the CPQ protocol, and I have entered some links and I'm going to show you some tips on how to fill that out today. So we start from the course homepage. This is the course homepage that we're on now, and we are going to click on Content. And this particular activity can be found in Unit 2, Activity 1. Before we go any further, I'm going to show you where you can access course documents if you missed this in the first video. So what I would like you to do is, under the content browser, click on what's called the Google Drive folder, and then click here to access course files. This will bring you to a Google Drive folder. We know that we are in Unit 2, and specifically Unit 2, Activity 1. So you can see here that each document is labeled with the unit and activity number, this one being U2A1, and you're looking for the CPQ Protocol worksheet. So I'm going to double click on that, and you see that it opens up the CPQ Protocol worksheet. What will happen with yours is it will open up to what looks like almost a blank screen and ask if you want to make a copy of that document, and you are going to say yes. So that's how to access documents and how to recognize the document for the unit and activity number that it is. Excellent. So pause the video now, open the Google Drive folder, and then open your CPQ Protocol worksheet. Excellent. Welcome back. We are now going to go into the content browser, and we are going to open Unit 2 Activity 1 from the content browser. So I'm scrolling down, and this is a key piece of the content browser, is that sometimes if you can't see the rest of the content or something on a page, remember to keep scrolling down the page. So the activity that we are looking at for this is Canadian reactions to World War I. Another key tool that you can use within a web page is the find function. So if you click on Control and the letter F, I know that I'm looking for the piece of this page that has the CPQ protocol in it. So I'm going to type CPQ, and you'll see that it brings you down to the specific part of the activity that involves the CPQ protocol. And thanks to some other feedback in the course, you can see here that I have added an interactive map that was not there before, that is going to allow you to see some different perspectives of Canadians across Canada and their reactions to the war. I've also made more clear the link for the CPQ protocol worksheet. Again, you can click on the CPQ protocol worksheet, and there's that screen, the Google Docs screen. You would simply click on Make a Copy, and your copy will appear here. Excellent. The next part is the evidence that you will need. And once I show you the evidence that you will need, we will talk about how to fill out and how to complete the CPQ protocol. Under the content page that I recently opened, there is now an interactive map. If you click to access the interactive map, it will open another tab that gives you a number of options and a number of perspectives from across Canada, and these perspectives are all numbered. So what I'm going to start with is the example that's on the protocol planner already, which is Nellie McClung. So in the middle of the map, under Manitoba, I'm going to click on the number 10. And what appears on the screen is a quote from Nellie McClung. This is your primary source, or one of the primary sources that you could use for your CPQ Protocol Planner. In the first column of the CPQ Protocol Planner, you are going to add the name of your source, and you're going to add as much detail about that source as you possibly can. You can see here that I've added Nellie McClung, Winnipeg, Manitoba. The second column is where you are going to rate the perspective or the connection that that person had. So do they believe that World War I, or at least the outset of World War I, represent a decline or progress for their particular perspective? With Nellie McClung, you can see here that she comes from a perspective of fighting for women's rights. The way we discover that is we're going to take a close look at the evidence that she gives us. So what I've done is I have copied a piece of Mrs. McClung's information here. And it's okay to do this because this is a research worksheet and all the sources come from the course, so you don't need to go outside that and don't necessarily need to do a bibliography this time. And I just pasted that under the points section. So reading about her perspective, specifically the part about up to the present time women have nothing to say about war except pay the price of war. This privilege has been theirs always. So according to this, Ms. McClung believes that women have not had any say in going to war, but they get to send their husbands and sons away to war to pay the price. So the next part is rating this reaction. So I gave this a rating of 0 because Ms. McClung believed that no progress had been made up to that point, and at the outset of World War I, it was looking like it was the same way. Those husbands and sons were being sent off, and women did not get to make that decision. It was the men that were in power, specifically the rich white men that were in power in the government at the time. The fourth column are any questions that you might have that might draw on any other information. Excellent. So take the time now to pause the video, go into the map, and add one quote or one perspective. Excellent. The last part is taking all of your ratings at the end and either adding them or subtracting them. You will get some sort of number. So if you come up with a positive, that means there has been some progress made. If you get overall a 0, as you can see here in my rating, 0, a +1 is 1, and the -1 brings it back to 0, that means there has been no progress made. So a positive means progress, a +5 means significant progress, a 0 means no progress, and anything negative means a decline in progress or the rights of people. This number will help you determine what your final opinion statement is for the paragraph you're writing at the end of this unit. Excellent. If you have any questions, please watch the video again, send me a message on the pager, and this should help clarify some of the questions about the CPQ protocol. Thanks so much for your feedback again, and I will talk to you all very soon.